When you refer to the craziest discoveries that have been discovered over my period of gem hunting in 30 years, one of them is the deposit of Didi in Madagascar. What basically happened is this happened very quickly. It was quite insane to watch this go down. So a couple of loggers were actually, doing some illegal logging in a national forest. They pulled down some trees within the roots. What did they find? They found some blue sapphire and some ruby. There was only two stones. They took them over to the capital of Madagascar. One of my friends, who's a Sri Lankan dealer, ended up buying the stones for $20,000 in cash. Then he went off to sell it in Sri Lanka for $600,000, and the same stones went to auction for $2 million. But $20,000 was handed in cash to these particular, illegal loggers that were basically just going after wood in the national forest, and that stirred a crazy rush. All of a sudden, we had 10,000 people in Madagascar heading into this national forest. It was chaos. There was no structure. There was no roads. There was no way to get it. People were just throwing bags over their back. In the hunt, it was sort of like the gold rush in the U.S. back in the day, hundreds of years ago. And that's what it was like in Madagascar when Didi first came out with Ruby and Sapphire. I remember Dr. Peretti from Swiss Lab coming in by helicopter to try to get specimens and samples. I was in very early days, and what I realized about this deposit, which was very, very unique, is actually it produced colors that we hadn't seen in this type of area before. For example, it had the ability to produce blues that look like cashmere, rubies that look like Burma, as well as in this particular case, and the reason why I kept this specimen was it is a blue color that looks like Pylene sapphire from Cambodia. I refer to the Didi deposit as the imposter deposit. Something happened there with Mother Nature that produced all the different arrays of all the different styles in DNA. It's sort of like a melting pot of all this DNA coming together of all these different locales and really just confused the gemology world. This was very short-lived, this deposit, because what happened is when 10,000 people go into a national forest, it really messes with the ecosystem. So the government sent in the National Guard, removed everyone, and shut it down. So it was about 9 months of mining in total in 2012. Then the government shut down the mine, and there's never been any more mining in Didi. But what you have here is you have this blue color that is identical to the material that comes out of Pylene, Cambodia. It looks like the Pylene Cambodian blue sapphire. This stone is rare because of the round shape as well. It's perfectly clean. It weighs 2.13 carats. Now, Kat has put almost 2 carats of D flawless diamonds around this. Look at this, 1.92 carats. It is an explosive look. This is a lot of fire, a lot of color, and just a rare variety of sapphire. I've collected all the different colors of Didi. This is fully certified, Madagascar, unheated, and it's just a rare color from this particular deposit. So if you collect sapphires and you like the rare varieties from different locales and you like different looks on your finger, for example, Sri Lanka being cornflower, you get Burma, which is more of that royal blue or peacock blue. This is the typical material that used to come out of Cambodia color, and it's not something we find in Africa at all.